Hi, and welcome to my vlog. This is Dealing with Rejection, Part 2. Before I get started, I wanted to mention a few things that I forgot in Part 1, and thanks to you guys, my followers, you reminded me of these things, and I wanted to share them with everyone else. First of all, don't forget that the publishing world moves at a glacial pace, about an inch a year when things are moving really fast. So be patient and just know that it's going to take a long time to reach your goal. The second thing, along with patience, is to be wise. Don't jump in and start querying a manuscript that's not ready yet. Make sure that you get people to look at it, that you get good critique partners, and that you revise, have them read it again and revise, and keep working on it until you know it's the best that you can make it. Okay, so are you ready for Part 2? I'm not. I actually didn't make a transcript for this part. I wrote down a few little notes, so I hope this makes sense. But this is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I don't know if it's just me or if some of you have felt this way as well. But after Marquita asked her question about how to deal with rejections, I sat down and I wrote the answer that became Part 1. A day or two later, I was hit over the head, basically, with another form of rejection that I had never considered before. But it's one that is a lot more personal and I think a lot harder to deal with as writers. When agents reject us, or magazines, or any form of publishing venue, we're basically being rejected by complete strangers. And when it comes down to it, I mean, that's okay. It hurts for a little bit, but it's no big deal. However, when friends or family or best friends or whatever say certain things, or I don't know, let me give you some examples. Say they just don't get it, and they tell you, I just don't get it. For instance, why would you want to drive 3 hours to meet a complete stranger just because she wrote a book? You know, and that's okay. It's okay that they don't understand those kind of things. But sometimes they say things like, you know, what did you do today? I mean, every time I saw you were sitting at the computer. I mean, you just waste so much time at the computer writing or blogging or whatever it is you're doing. And that hurts too. Maybe they say things like, it's my job to be realistic so that you don't get your hopes up too high. Maybe they say things like, sometimes I hope that nothing ever comes from all these queries you're sending out. Now, when it comes from people that you love very much, it hurts a lot more because it is a form of rejection. It's more personal because they know who you are and they know that this is your hope and your dream. And when they don't understand, what do you do? How do you keep doing that thing that is so important to you? I don't know that I really have an answer. When this happened a couple of weeks ago, I can honestly say I don't remember what it is that set me off. But it hit me hard, and I just cried myself to sleep thinking about it. And unfortunately, the blog post that I wrote in my mind, I did not sit down and write down. And my husband is very lucky that I forget details like what actually made me angry at him. And of course, since then, he earned that wonderful supportive spouse award by letting me go to Janice Hardy's book release, and that actually helped a lot. All I know is that that night, when I was thinking about it and mulling it over and angry and hurt, the one thing that I knew for certain was I can't change who I am. I write because I love to write. I write because I love these other worlds that exist in my mind, these places that I can go and just live these other lives, things that I would never get to do in my own life. I write because I love to read, and I want to contribute to that mass of books that are out there. I would love, love, love to see my book out there and let people read it and know that they've enjoyed it. So although it hurts sometimes, I know that I can't stop writing. I've tried many times. I've said, this is it. I'm not going to write anymore. I'm putting it away. No more queries, no more blogging. It's just not worth it. And then I wake up the next day and I started all over again because it's part of who I am. And so I hope that as you face these more personal rejections in your life, that you take the time to just sit down and think about why you write. Think about what is the most important to you. My family is the most important to me, and so I'm searching for a better balance so that I can give my family the time that they need for me and the attention that they need, so that when I do turn and sit at my computer for a few hours to write, they don't feel like I am ignoring them or taking them for granted. It's a hard thing. I don't know if I'll ever find that right balance, but it's worth it to me to keep trying and to try something new every day so that I can give my family the time that they want, need, and deserve, and so that I can also fulfill this desire that's inside of me, so that I continue to learn and grow and improve my writing skills, my storytelling skills, and hopefully one day share what is inside me with the rest of the world.